we're in this trade right now. The most important piece here is this trend line right here. This is a 4-hour trend line. All right. So trading for me is basically understanding the structure of the market, understanding trends. That's what I'm looking for. So specifically what I see happening here is on a 15-minute chart, we have created a impulse move that is breaking structure. So this move right here that started at this high, and this is from the news yesterday, this basically came down and it broke previous structure over here. It broke this zone and it created a low. Essentially, what I'm suspecting that is happening right now is this move up is a pullback. And notice how we kind of broke under it, or we kind of pushed away from it. We tried to push up, but price couldn't hold up here. And then we immediately started shooting back down underneath this zone. This is when I took my entry at the close of this engulfing candle. So at the close of this big black candle is where I took my entry off of the theory of this 15-minute move that's creating a break of structure on the 15-minute chart, okay, is essentially getting ready to push down further and create a lower low. So that's the theory, and it's based off of this 4-hour trend line, because this 4-hour trend line is a higher time frame trend line, which means that price on the higher time frame is respecting this trend line, and we're hopefully pulling back on the 4-hour chart a little bit. All right. So that's my thesis. That's what I'm riding off of. And that's what we're holding this trade for. So stop loss is right up here. And today's news is going to be the unemployment claims. So this is forexfactory.com. You can go on this website. You can check the news, and we got unemployment claims coming out. This is a red folder. Anything that's in a red folder means high impact news. And so we'll see what this ends up being and how this impacts what the market does. But once I'm in a trade, I set my stop loss. I know how much I'm willing to risk, and that is it. All right, we're back real quick. Let's see what happens. We got about 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. This ain't gonna be a big impact, but let's just see what it does. Oh my goodness. I'm talking like this is like NFP or something, like it's finna cause this huge reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that serious. But here we go. We're starting to move down nicely, as expected. So we're continuing in the trend right now. So we still got a long ways to go. All right. We still got a long ways to go down to this take profit area. This is definitely a trade I'll be holding throughout the day. But just wanted to kind of just, while I'm still in the house, just kind of see what the news is going to do and how the news is going to impact it. So we're moving down in this trend nicely. And this is what I want to see. I want to see, now that we've gotten this pullback, like I want to see price continuing in a trend. That's what we want to see. We want to see a series of lows, small pullbacks going lower, small pullbacks going lower. Like, that's what we want to see until we reach our destination. The market doesn't always just make these big drops. There are smaller trends that is taking place. And so that's a part of market structure. So we're going to keep holding this thing. You know, the news really wasn't exciting at all. Well, we gonna keep holding it. I got my alarm set, so even when I'm out handling business, I will know when this trade gets close to the take profit, and I'll just close it manually here on my phone. So my risk on this trade is actually about 100. Like, I think it's like $175 or something like that. We'll see where we end up in terms of TP, but the risk on this trade is very, very light, you know, compared to some other trades I've taken this year. All right. So, hey, I'll get with you guys soon. We'll see how this progresses, and I got to get my day started. Guys, this is the power of what trading can do. No, this $500. No, this isn't Lambo money. No, this isn't going to buy me a mansion. But to risk $170, $180, and to be out about my day. I'm not in the charts. I'm not staring at the charts, biting my nails. I set my stop loss. I moved on with my day. And I come back a couple hours later and I'm up, or I made $500. $500 is now in my trading account that can be withdrawn right now if I want to. It's not Lambo money, but guess what? That could be a flight, that I can take. A flight, I could take that money and go book a flight, a round trip flight somewhere for the weekend. That's money that could pay a car note. That's money that can pay my utility bills. That's money that can pay my phone bill. That's extra money that I just created simply by using my mind and sticking to my plan and looking for these high risk to reward setups. That's it. That's it. And that's the power of the skill set. And that's the realistic, part of this journey, right? Like, you get consistent and you just are able to multiply your money. And then one day when you get your capital up, you can do all the big things, but that comes in time. But what's real is a couple $100 a day, like not every day, but a couple $100 in a day, $1,000 made in a day. These things are like, it's a reality. It's a real thing. And so I just hope that this was some motivation for you. Like, y'all know that's why I do it. It's just motivation to encourage you on your journey, to just keep going, to keep growing. And yeah, man, just God bless you guys. In this journey, at times you are at the top of the hill and then you're at the bottom of the valley, right? And if you just maintain your mindset, if you maintain your faith, like y'all know me, Jesus, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus is the rock. Every day I just want to get better. I want to be more like him. I want to conform into the image of Christ. And what that means is it's not this religious thing, right? It's me waking up every day and saying, Calvin, you can be the best version of like what God created you to be. You can be that every day if you just focus on the standards that was set by Christ Jesus. Don't focus on the influencer. Don't focus on the guru. Don't focus on the person with $1 billion. Focus on the standard that was set by Christ. And that's my battle cry every day. Like, there are days I mess up. I totally miss the mark, right? I am not doing my best to be like Christ, right? But the amazing part about it is every day, if God gave you breath, it's like, this is a new opportunity to get better, Calvin. And trading has exposed like so much of just my flaws that it just makes me cling to my faith even more. And so, when you're at that valley, for me, I just lock in and I just think about, like, God didn't bring this to you. Like, God didn't bring trading in your life for you to be defeated or for you not to succeed. So you got to stay focused. You got to lift yourself up. And most importantly, you got to understand that this is bigger than you, Calvin. This is bigger than you. And you just got to keep going. And so when I'm in those valleys, I just keep my head up high. And then suddenly I work my way back up to the top of the hill. All right. So that's just some motivation for you today. Stay encouraged, because, man, down weeks happen. You can have a down month. You know what I'm saying? You can have a down month. But if you stay consistent, manage risk the right way, like, I truly believe, like, that's just the key to winning with this. And I don't know everything, but based on my 5 years experience, when I have messed up bad, it's because I kept pushing trades with big size, when what I should have been doing is I should have been limiting my risk and making sure I have a great risk to reward. So when I look at the mistakes I made in the past and I look at, like, my confidence now, the biggest difference has been I'm really focused on that risk to reward every time I get into the market. If the risk to reward is not at least 3 times what I'm risking, I really stay away from it. I try my best to, like, don't touch it, be disciplined, and follow those rules, right? We're all human, right? But we have to be more consistent. I got to be more consistent to get to where I want to go and get to where God will have me go with this skill set. All right. So, hey, we'll check back in. Talk to you later.